Well, it is a lawsuit stirring up a lot of buzz in the drug industry.
And joining us with more on a jury's decision to force Motrin to pay one family $10 million. We have Jim Higgins from the Higgins firm. This is something that's been a long time coming. When did this actually happen?
Oh, it was early 2000. I think the young girl's 13 now. Maybe she was 3 when it happened. It was a Tennessee family who was out of town. They were in Philadelphia, and like all our kids do, she had broke a fever. She had had a problem, and they called the pediatrician, and they said, well, just as pediatrician do, take some Motrin to get the fever down. And unfortunately, there is a potential side effect with Motrin, and that is it can cause what they call Stevens-Johnson syndrome. And it's just it doesn't affect a lot of kids. Maybe they think maybe 1 million to 8 million people it has affected. So a good number, but when you think about the world or the country,
right?
You know, not everybody. But the repercussions of that syndrome is horrible. It just devastated this young girl. She has blindness in one of her eyes. She's had to continue to have surgery on it. It causes like a burn over her body. It scarred her face and her lungs. It just really took a toll.
All from Motrin.
It did. And this is what the case is about. It's a products liability case, and when you handle these products liability cases, there are generally about 3 ways that you go under them. One is that the product was defective, that it was dangerous, you know, and we've had those. And another way is that when they were making it, they did something wrong. They didn't weld it together correctly, or the seat belts weren't put in correctly. And the third one that we see a lot is that there was no failure to warn about a danger that they knew.
Right.
And you know, they did not warn about this. And what was interesting is when FDA first approved Motrin, they made it, because it started out prescription, to put that warning on there. Well, when they went over the counter, for whatever reason, the company decided to leave that off. And you know, and that's why I think the jury came in and they stuck them.
I know we've run out of time now. It's $10 million. That's not going to be the final number, is it? I mean, it's probably going to come down from that.
Who knows? You know, I don't know. It will go to Court of Appeals, and we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens.
Sounds like this girl has a lifetime of trouble ahead.
Oh, yeah. It's a rough story.
All right. Well, if you have questions for our Legal Eagles, give them a call, 1-800-705-2121. The Higgins firm is where you can find them online, or you can send your questions to us, Tennessee Mornings at fox17.com.
All right. Now let's check in one more time with Craig and Jim. He's going to make you sweat with this forecast.